Okay, third graders, today we're going to be doing some subtraction, and we're going to demonstrate it using place value blocks so we can see what's really happening in our columns, in our ones, in our tens, and in our hundreds places. And then we'll subtract just using numbers. So let's start off with our original number that we're starting with. I have 234. That's what I'm starting with. And then these blocks are just going to show me what I want to take away. I'm wanting to take away 122 from this amount. So I want to take how many away? Oops, look at that. I want to take 2 away from here. And I have those 2. I can take 2 away. And I want to take 20 away from here. And I have enough to do that. And then I want to take 100 away. And I have enough to do that. What am I left with at the end? 100, 10, 11, 12. 112. Let's see what that looks like with just numbers. I stack them up. I have 234. Take away 122. I start with my ones column. 4 ones, take away 2 ones, leaves me with 2 ones. 3 tens, take away 2 tens, leaves me 1 10. 200s, take away 100, leaves me 100, and I have a 112, which is exactly what we have left when we took away from the original number. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Our next example, we're going to have to do some borrowing from the place value place next door in order to get the job done. Okay, let's try this one. My original amount I start with is 232. And this is telling me how much I want to take away. I want to take away 100, 10, and 4 more makes 14. So I want to take 114 away from this amount. So let's start with our ones column. Do I have enough to take? I want to take 4 away. Do I have 4? I don't. But since this is all one number, I won't be changing the value if I just take one of these 10s and just put it into 10 ones. So it's an easier form for me to work with. And I can put those right in the ones column. I still have the same amount I did before. I have 200s, 2 10s, and 10, 11, 12 ones. But it still adds up to 232. Even though it's in different units. I've got 100 units, 10s units, and 1 units. So now that I have 14 of these, I can take 4 away. There go my 4. Okay. And then I have 20, taking away 10. Yep, I have enough to take away 10. And 200, take away 100. Yes, I have enough to take that away easily. So what are we left with up here? 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 118. Now let's see what that looks like when we do it with just numbers. 234, take away 114. Where do I start here? Tell me when to stop to tell me where I start when I subtract. Ooh, right there. Starting in the ones place, always. 2 ones, take away 4 ones. That's what we had up there, right? We couldn't do it. But 30, this is 232, so I can take 3 10s can become 2 10s because I gave a group to the ones place. And if you can see, I just tucked a little group of 10 right there. So it's 10 and 2 more. That's, see how that looks like a 12? I've got 12 ones. Take away 4 ones will leave me 8 ones. 2 10s, take away 1 10, leaves me 1 10. 200s, take away 100, leaves me 100. Same exact answer that I got the first time. So that's borrowing from the tens place to make us have enough ones in order to take away what we need to. Well, next time we're going to be borrowing in 2 different places. All right, you ready? Here's our next one. Here's the amount we're starting with, 224. And I'd like to take away 135. Okay, so I want to take away 5. Do I have enough to do that? I don't. So I'm going to need to take away one of these and exchange it. I'm not really taking it away. I'm just converting it into ones. So I'm going to exchanging that strip of 10 for 10 ones. And then let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do it. I want to take away 5 from here. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll go to my next place value place. 10, 1 group of 10, take away 3 groups of 10. I can't do it. I don't have enough tens, but luckily we can replace one of these with 10 different strips. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I took one of the hundreds and I put it into the tens column. And these are now, it's actually 10 groups of 10. So I can use them. So I want to take 3 tens away from these tens up here, 11 tens, and I have enough to do that. Just like so. And then I have 100. I want to take away 100 away from this number. And there I am. Our final answer is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 89. Let's see what that looks like when we use just numbers and what I do to show that I'm borrowing from one place value place and putting a group of 10 into the next one. So we'll start in the ones place. 4 ones take away 5 ones. Can't do it. Sometimes students, oh, that's 1. And what they are doing is they're wishing it was 5 take away 4. And the answer was 1. I call that wishful thinking, but it's not. It's really 4 ones take away 5 ones. I don't have enough in the ones column, but I do have enough in the whole entire number. No problem. I'm going to take 2 tens become 1 10 because I gave a group to the ones place. And one thing I like to do is I only cross out when I'm borrowing. I don't cross anything out when I'm carrying it over or giving it to the column next door. That's just, I find that kids make mistakes when they cross out when they're giving. So I only cross out when I'm taking. 14 take away 5 is 9. 110 take away 3 tens. I don't have enough in the tens place, but I have 200 over here I can work with. 200s became 100s because I gave a group of hundreds to the tens column. And if I just do a little 1 on the left-hand side, that's sort of like in the tens and ones. So I have 11 tens right now. See how that looks like an 11? 11 take away 3 is 8. 100 take away 100 leaves you with nothing. So the final answer was 89, just like we got with our models. Okay, so let's do one more, just the numbers. Let me clear this out of the way. Let's do some with just the numbers in a stacked way. There we go. I'll put this up so we don't have to look at that. Okay, 235 take away 168. I'm going to start in my ones column always. 5 ones take away 8 ones. Can't do it. I don't have enough in the ones place, but I can borrow from the tens place. 3 of my tens, 3 tens become 2 tens. Why? Because I gave a group of 10 and put it in the ones place. So that represents 10 ones and 5 more ones. Let me make that straighter so it really looks like a 15. There. This is showing that I have 10 ones and 5 more. That's 15, right? 15 take away 8, I can do that. That's 7. 2 tens take away 6 tens. I don't have enough tens up here to take 6 away, but luckily this is part of my number, the 200. 200s become 100. Why? Because I gave a group of hundreds and converted it into tens. And if I do that, I now don't have 2 tens, I have 12 tens. And that's plenty. 12 tens take away 6 tens is 6 tens. And 100 take away another 100 is no hundreds. So you might, again, see that I crossed out when I borrowed. 3 tens become 2 tens because I gave a group away. And I say it that way every single time. 200s become 100 because I gave a group to the tens. And I'm saying what place value place I'm giving it to, aren't I? You'll hear that a lot. Let's try one more. And it would be a good idea for you to do these on paper along with me. Maybe watch the video again and you write along with me. 365, take away 198. Starting in the ones place. 5 ones, take away 8 ones. I don't have enough ones up here. So I'm going to go to my tens place. 6 tens become 5 tens. Why? Because I gave a group of tens and converted it into ones. And now I can see that I have 15 ones. That's just a little trick to make it a bit easier when you're giving a group of 10 to the place value placed to the right. 15 take away 8 is 7. 5 tens take away 9 tens. I don't have enough tens, but I can borrow over here. I can take a 300s become 200s. Why? Because I gave a group of hundreds to the tens place. Tens is 100. So it's still 100, it's just in 10 tens form. Now I have 10 and 5 more. I have 15 tens. 15 take away 9 is 6. And then 200 take away 100 is 100. Okay, so try it that way. 6 tens become 5 tens because I gave a group to the ones. 300s become 200s because I gave a group to the tens. If you practice saying the place value places, you'll make fewer mistakes. You'll keep up with the problem better. And also, if you only cross out when you're taking away, when you're borrowing, when you're giving it, there's not really a need to cross out. Just see how that works for you. See if that helps you keep your numbers straight. And if you have another strategy that works really well for you, let me know about it. I love to hear what works best for you. Good luck.